Okay. I think we're live. Hello. Hello, everyone. To another day, which is actually day 68. We're almost at the magical day of Naruto-ness, where we are just going to crack straight on into it. And I've got a little baby roll call today. And my fingers just hurt for no reason. I have a cup of tea. And unfortunately, only one cup of water today. But that is fine and dandy. We have a special guest who's joining us, but he's playing Hogwarts Legacy. So we'll be checking up on him frequently for progress updates. But no, how are y'all? How are things? Hope life is well. I was thinking, do I have apple pie for breakfast? But I'm like, no, my stomach's gonna hurt if I eat too many sweets for breakfast. So I thought against it. And so I should probably eat something sensible, actually. Probably some yogurt and berries. And what else? I woke up about 20 minutes ago. And life is good. There's not really much more to say, really. Any updates since yesterday? Oh, other than we bought Hogwarts Legacy, that's right. Which is a stellar, absolutely stellar game. Thoroughly enjoying it. And woe be to anyone who said that they weren't going to play it for whatever reason, because they're truly missing out. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, but down to more relevant, timely things. The goal today is to get to, at the very least, oh my god, don't do it again. At the very least, to get to 6,032. Michael Rich, what up? Hello. How are you? How are things? Oh, thank goodness. Wow. Anyway, no, how are things? How are you? Right, next one. Come on, there we go. Oh my goodness, can you please get through a menu? Ever since I bumped up the frame rate up to 60 FPS, it can't do the menus right. It really can't. It can't keep up. Keep this up because I think the AI has been quite aggressive today. It's already started off aggressive. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Who did I just do? So you know how much Naruto, including Shippuden, 700 episodes, meaning watch it an episode every fight. You can watch the series 8 times. Oh goodness, when you put it into perspective like that, yeah, it is a lot. But because I've always said right from the start that whenever I crunch the numbers in this, the numbers seem both large and small all at the same time. Because like when you compare them to each other, so like I've got 6,000 fights remaining, and so I've done about 5,100. Yeah, I've done about 5,100 fights. I'm only 45% of the way there. I've done 5,000 fights and I'm only 45. I'm not even halfway. Which is just kind of just like staggering. But then when you think about it, 5,000 fights is a lot of fights. Like it's like, holy crap, I've done 5,000. Like that's a huge number. But then at the same time, it's small compared to the 6,000. It's just like everywhere you look, all the numbers. It's both tiny and small, all at the same time. Where are we? True. Yeah, if each fight was the span of half an hour, I shudder to think how many years it would take to have done this. Because at one point, when I did not optimize this very well at all, and I was generating all the fights, like all the fights that I was doing with the little like spinny, one of those wheel generator, random wheel spin things that you can get online. It was gonna take 3 years to finish this. And then I'm like, oh, no, we're not doing this for 3 years. Oh my goodness, what have I got myself into? So then I'm like, look, I'll just pre-generate all my fights that I'm doing, have them on a little spreadsheet, and just crank it out. And then managed to get from like 30 fights in the span of 2 hours to roughly around 80, which, yeah. I think I didn't quite realise what I'd set myself up for when I did it. But hey, I'm still here, still kicking, still doing it. Got absolutely no intention of stopping anytime soon. Lovely. But yeah, dang, 700 episodes. Naruto, like just vanilla Naruto, must not have had that much, when I think about it. I mean, I know that they had filler stuff, but they must not have had that many. Dang. But then when you compare that to like One Piece, because I don't know, I can't remember if One Piece, if it's 1,000 chapters or 1,000 episodes of the anime. Oh, it only got 220? Okay. And that includes filler. Right. Yeah. Yeah, because some reason just in my mind I thought it had way more for some reason, but I'm like, no. When you think about it, when you think about what Naruto actually covers in terms of storylines, yeah, Shippuden's got way more. But then I'm like, now that I'm like thinking about all the filler stuff, Like, I even remember episodes, I'm trying to even think what it was. There was an episode where they were in like there was like a race or something. There was like a race there was a race around like these island villages. Like, I just remember it was very sunny and there was lots of sea and ocean. And there was like a race and they had to help this guy win the race because they were going to get attacked by bandits or something along the way. And then I just remember there being a genjutsu on a cliff that Sakura managed to something. It was like it gave the impression it was a wall, but it was okay. Anyway, it gave the impression it was like a bridge, or it wasn't. It was just a ravine. But anyway, oh my goodness, like all of those sort of, yeah. But no, fillers do make it drag out heaps. Like, I remember in Shippuden, can't remember the story that it told, but there was a thing of like a mother ostrich who was telling its ostrich babies how Naruto saved its life. Like, I'm sure it means a lot to the ostriches, but I think you could probably do without that filler episode. You could probably say that that's not important. But I do know that they probably had to try and pad something out. They're like, right, we've got to give the manga enough time to do its thing, so we've got enough material to make another episode. So that's probably why the filler episodes are there. Lovely. Okay, we're getting through fights quite quickly. So we've got Kabuto and Madara Reanimation. Lovely. God, Kabuto's combos are actually slow as hell. Ow. Oh, and another thing I've decided to do, and I don't know why, I can't even remember my thought process for it, but I want to do it, is when I hit the halfway mark, which is something around like 5,563. 5,500. Hang on, 5,000? 5,000? 563. Oh my god, my maths brain has just stopped. Half of 11,227. Right, we're gonna plan this out. So I'm gonna math this out. I can't lose my maths powers. What have we got? We've got 5,000. So it can't be 6,000. It's 5,000. 563. Has to be. Because then if you add another 63 on top of that, yeah, 5,563 was right the first time. When I get to there, I'm going to switch the voices to English, and we're going to do English voices for the last half. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I thought, you know, I think I'm probably trying to set things up for the final fight, because the final fight, and I've sort of locked that combination out from being picked randomly, is whatchamacallit, it has to be Sasuke the last, like the last version of Sasuke and Naruto, and specifically, I'm going to be playing as Sasuke on the final, like, fight 0, fights remaining 1 is I'm playing as Sasuke. And so I was thinking I prefer to have that one in English. Yeah, because I was thinking, like, you know, you don't want to have all of this and then your final fight is like, I don't know, Choji versus Chio. You don't want to have all of this in your last fight. It needs to be like Sasuke and Naruto fight at the end of every arc ever, to the history of ever. They'll be fighting. They'll be doing one final duel on their deathbeds. It's only fitting. It's only fitting. And because Sasuke is my complete and utter favourite of the two of those, and I'd say just as an aggregate, my favourite character in the series, then it's only fitting and it's only right, and it wouldn't be. I'd have to redo this whole thing again if it wasn't. I'd have to redo the whole thing again. That's what I was going to do. I was going to see, in Ultimate Ninja 5 on the PS2, I was going to see how many, if I had to do every character versus every character in that one, how many fights that would be. Because I've got a feeling it will be fully drastically less. But also the fights I know would take longer, I believe. Because I'm actually... I know I keep talking about it, but I'm actually super keen to do that one. Which I would probably give it a bit of a break in between the two. Like a little bit of a break. But I'm thinking I want to do that one. And that's Japanese, fully Japanese only. There is no English voice option on that one. Oh, lovely. Okay. We've got Nechi and Nagato. And the other thing too is because then on the Ultimate Ninja 5 thing, characters like Chio and Kankuro and even Tenten are bajillion times better to play as. Like, you can actually do damage as them, which is insane and why I love it so much. Favorite? Ooh, what a question. Okay, I'm going to have two answers to this question. I'm going to have... Oh, do I have two answers? Because I was just thinking, do I have two answers to the question in the sense that, like, my favourite just fully visual fight, like, on pure how it looks, what my favourite fight is. But then I was thinking, do you also have one, like, just... Because I suppose a favourite fight, you can bring other things into it, like you appreciate the emotion behind it, the context behind the fight. But I'm just like, for me, would they just be one and the same? Would it be the same fight regardless? God, that's such a hard question. Okay, I'm gonna split into story versus visuals. Story, by far, Sasuke versus Itachi at the Uchiha hideout. By far. That is... Oh, actually no, Jiraiya versus Pain as well. That's a banger. No, Sasuke versus Itachi. It's my favourite story fight. And then pure visuals, because there's so much when you go in pure visuals. So much goodness. I might need to ruminate on this one a little bit. What would you say are yours? If you know, and you can split into story versus visuals. Ah, of course, yeah, Rock Lee and Gaara. Oh, there's so many good stuff. There's so much good stuff. But then, because then also, I mean, it's not a very story-heavy fight. I just appreciate the thought, like Shikamaru versus Tamari in the tuning exams. Just the intelligence, like how he beats it. But then I could say the same thing about Shikamaru and Hidan, how he tricks Hidan. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, dang, what do I do? I'm like going, I don't want to pick something and then be like, oh, beans, that's right, forget that fight existed. Who was I just playing as? Naruto Toad. I'm feeling is it Naruto versus Sasuke at the Final Valley for my favorite visuals. Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. Just that, I think is just favorite scene, like favorite just whole scene in general, the whole encounter with the Orochimaru in the Forest of Death, because then you include Sasuke again in the Curse Mark. You include him just absolutely wrecking Zaku, and just that whole tension around that whole area. That was top notch as well. Was I just playing as Conan? I think I was just playing as Conan. Completely blanked out. No, I'm not going to do that version of B. I'm going to do... And then... Oh my god, there's so many young Shinos. And hey, Wasteland, what up? How are things? How are you? Okay, I'm gonna think all of the fights. So all of the tuning exam final fights, great, but not like the best visually. All of the like Sasuke retrieval arc fights, great, but not visually. Oh, do you do Rock Lee and Gaara versus Kimimaro? Oh. No, okay. I think I'm locking in my answers as Sasuke and Itachi's best story fight. Naruto versus Sasuke in the Final Valley as best visuals. I think. No! Oh no, because then Sasuke versus Deidara in that random field somewhere. I love that one as well. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so difficult. Who was I just playing as? B. Yeah. Can we like have like 3 of each? Can we pick like top 3 for story and visuals? Because I'm fine. This is so difficult. This is because I just feel like it'd be too much of a disservice to everything else to just relegate it to 1. Okay, top story ones. Sasuke versus Itachi. God, now I can't think of another one. Beans. Yeah, Naruto versus Neji for story. And I suppose actually Sasuke versus Naruto at the Final Valley for a story as well. That one's pretty... Is it? No, it's just another one. It's just another one of the other ones. Probably, I'm gonna, because the story kind of branches across both of them, I'm just gonna say Team 10 with aid from Kakashi and Naruto versus Hidan and Kakuzu. Just for the whole Asuma revenge bit. Love that. Dig that. So those are my 3 story ones. And then 3 visuals are Naruto vs Sasuke at the Final Valley, Jiraiya versus Pain in the Rain Village, and probably Rock Lee and Gaara. Maybe. Yeah. Possibly. Or even do I do Sasori versus Chiyo and Sakura? So hard. Actually, I might even do that one. Okay, top 3 stories. We've got top 3 story. We have Itachi and Sasuke. What did I just? What was I just saying? Team 10, just the Asuma revenge fights. I'll lump those 2 together because it's the same story-ish. If I had to veer towards one, it would be Shikamaru and Hidan. And Neji and Naruto. Top 3 visuals: Sasuke and Naruto at the Final Valley, Pain versus Jiraiya in the Rain Village, like this arena right here. And what was the other one I just said? Sakura and Chiyo versus Sasori in the Akatsuki hideout. I'm gonna lock in those lyrics. Yeah, I'm gonna lock in those lyrics. Oh, okay, he's been a numpty, alright. There we go. Lovely. Jubbly. Oh god, it was a mistake to wear this hoodie. Because it is actually getting so toasty. God. The mornings start off and they look like they're going to be cloudy and rainy. And then literally 10 minutes later, you are fighting for your life because it's so hot. Goodness gracious. Come on. Oh, here's a question for you, which I literally just thought of. Because me and Scythius are like all about like these sort of like hard-hitting, deep philosophical questions. It's not even a deep philosophical question, but okay. You are at the Ninja Academy, and let's just say you are in let's just say for whatever reason you're in a 5-man cell. No. You're going to be in a... Hang on. There's going to be... Yeah, you're going to be in a 5-man cell. So there's going to be you, 3 other squad mates, and a sensei. So you have to basically build your team, but you have to have... your sensei has to be Kakashi, Asuma, Kurenai, or Might Guy. So you pick one for your sensei, and then your 3 squad mates are going to be one from Ino Shikacho, one from Neji, Tenten and Lee, and one from Kibashino or Hinata. And we're going to exclude the golden trio from this. So you have to pick one from each of those teams to form your team, and then a sensei on top of that. Which would you go for? Because do I have one? Yeah, I think I've got mine. I think. Do I have mine? And when we talk about like the I suppose the power levels of them, this will be non-Shippuden. So it'll just be like then just how they were at the end of OG Naruto. I think I've got mine. I think. And Ino. Lee, Hinata, Shika. I like that. Fair. That is a good point. So I've picked Kakashi as a sensei, Neji, Shikamaru, and I think I went Shino. Because I'm thinking about, so it's not a very ninjutsu heavy team at all. So that's why Kakashi can back up as needed if there's some ninjutsu stuff. You've got Neji there for the Byakugan, so don't need Hinata as such. and I feel like those all of those personality types would benefit, like they wouldn't clash as such. They're like calm, but they wouldn't be fighting over each other for opinion. They can let Shikamaru can just let him do the strategizing, like you got the strategizing, and yeah, I think they cover a lot of stuff, I think. But then again, I have to, and then I'll just be cheeky and say that I'll just be a pure ninjutsu person as well. Because then Shino can be a long range person as well. He covers him, and I suppose him and Kakashi can cover long range. Neji's your close range fighter. Shikamaru, you just have. I think Shikamaru's just an absolute no-brainer. You need him for the strategizing, and because when he gets serious, he's like unstoppable. Yeah. That wasn't too bad a fight, actually. That was actually pretty decent. Okay. Sakura and Itachi Reanimation. What fights in this series didn't happen that you'd want to see? Oh. Oh, that is a really good question. Just trying to think. Trying to think what we didn't get. Probably. And correct me if I'm wrong that we didn't get something like this. We didn't get a Neji and a Hinata sort of teaming up to fight against, let's just say, who would be, I don't know, an Akatsuki. Insert Akatsuki member here. We didn't get Neji and Hinata kind of like teaming up, fully synergizing, comboing, like, you know, filling in the, like, because they've got the blind spots at the back, you know, because there's two of them, they've got both blind spots fully covered, unless they're standing at exactly, you know, exactly the same degree, in which case they both got the same blind spot. But I don't know, I just feel like those two, like, fully comboing up would be, you know, tag teaming to wreck someone. That I feel like, and correct me if I'm, don't believe we got them teaming up, just the two of them. So I would have liked that, because then it would be like the nice like a nice bookend to, you know, their first fight where he almost kills her. Just because, you know, when he's still salty. It would have just been a nice bookend to that. Like, they start off with him absolutely hating her guts, and then now they're like the perfect like combo tag team sort of thing. The branch and main or the main and side branches of the family coming together and, you know, perfect unity. I don't know. That sounded suddenly incesty, but yeah. What about yourself? Ooh. True. True. Yeah. Now, okay. The thing I never quite understood, and I feel like I know the answer to it, but it just, I never quite knew, is, so the whole him wanting Sasuke's body, whatever. So I always imagined it as like his consciousness. He's like switching bodies essentially. But then there's a bit, and I can't remember if it's in Shippuden or OG Naruto. There's a bit where like they're getting all of Orochimaru's prisoners to like fight each other or something, and then the winner gets the magical prize of being possessed by Orochimaru. But then, so they have the dude, and he looks like if you mixed Orochimaru and Kabuto together. But then, okay, so he gets possessed, great. But then Orochimaru now looks exactly the same. So is it that he's like fully switching bodies, or do they kind of, or is it like a weird plastic surgery kind of thing where they uses the body but it makes it look like him, and like, so let's say he did use Sasuke's body, is it that he would just dissect Sasuke? Or, well, no, he wouldn't. But like, he just sort of, yeah, takes over Sasuke's body, but then 2 years later he's back to looking how Orochimaru looks. I don't know. I could never quite understand what the whole mechanism behind it was. The Itachi reveal may have gone over a bit better. True. And when you say the Itachi reveal, do you mean the bit in Tanzaku Town with Sasuke and Naruto there, or do you mean when they're in the village, when him and Kisame are in the village, and then Kakashi and Guy and Kurenai go and meet up with them? That, I got you. I know what you mean. I thought you mean like when Itachi was revealed in the series for the first time. I got you. Yeah, true actually. Because it's just a throwaway line from Sasuke, isn't it? He's just like, oh yeah, no, my brother killed my fam, and they're like, oh, sucks to be you, I guess. Lovely. Right, after this fight coming up, I'm gonna update the list. I do wish that Kurenai sort of, she had a little, her role in the series didn't just become, oh by the way, she's Asuma's. Did they ever get married? But basically she's, oh yeah, no, she doesn't do anything no more. She just, her role now is to be, to get pregnant and raise Asuma's son. Like that's, I feel like, because her whole shtick was that she was like Genjutsu master. She could have had, I don't know, I feel like there could have been a lot more done with her. Because like at least in like the PS2 game, she was one of my favorite characters to play. And then yeah, and then she just sort of just stops being a thing all of a sudden. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna update the list because we're down to, what are we down to? 6078. 6078. Lovely, look at that. Okay. We've got Shikamaru and young Obito. Come on, Chakra Edition. No, you want to, Obito. You know you want to just Chakra Edition? There we are, thank you. Oh, come on. How are you finding it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can transmog.
Yeah.
You can. So if you go square, change your appearance. Because I was like, yeah, because you'll run out of slots, of armor slots.
Oh.
And so it's kind of like it's a Valhalla or Assassin's Creed Odyssey in them in a way. So you'll find heaps of gear.
Yeah.
So you just find as many unique ones as you can, or like different types to fill in your collection.
Right.
But then you can just sell old ones. Yeah. Right. What are we? Yeah. Oh yeah, the boy's playing Hogwarts Legacy, and it is, if you haven't played it, and I mean if you absolutely despise Harry Potter, it won't be the game for you. But actually, even then, even if you did despise Harry Potter, it's still a fun game. If you just divorce yourself from the fact that it's Harry Potter, it's actually still a really, really decent game. Yeah, actually, if it had nothing to do with Harry Potter, it would still be a really, really good game. So I highly recommend anyone to play it. I mean, and that's from me only having played like 3 hours of it as well, so... Oh, you do? Oh yeah, great. Yeah, I am. I have done so many sorting hat quizzes. It's not even funny, and I think I've only ever gotten Gryffindor once. Favorite book? Okay, Goblet of Fire, by far. It's the tuning exams of Harry Potter. I just I love bits where it's all like trials and different challenges, and I don't know how to describe it, but it's, yeah, I always find things like that in anything to be fun. Yeah, Goblet of Fire is by far my favourite. Yeah, but yeah, so I am a Ravenclaw hard. Like I said, I've been Ravenclaw every single quiz ever except one, which is when the Pottermore website had a big makeover, and then you had to retake the Sorting Hat quiz, and I got a Gryffindor, and I was distraught. I was upset. I felt like my life had just crumbled in front of me. And so I got a new email just so I could redo it again to get Ravenclaw. It was just... No, has to be. But yeah, no, so if you haven't played Hogwarts Legacy, and you've been, either on the fence or, oh, should I get it? Get it. You will absolutely 100% not be disappointed at all. Even the classroom layouts and looks are almost identical to the films. It's just, and then exploring Hogwarts itself it's just a labyrinth. You'll get lost in it so easily, but it's just amazing. It's just great. And oh, this mini game that you're gonna have coming up can be quite difficult. Not today, my good sir. Oh yeah, great, got him. Lovely. Yeah. I always find everyone wants to be a Slytherin or a Gryffindor. mostly a Slytherin. I think they've done all the stats of there's a particular trophy, or there's a particular point in the game where you unlock a trophy depending on which house you're in. So you have to do like 4 playthroughs to get all trophies. So they crunched the numbers on what percentage of players had gotten each trophy, and the one by far that had the most was Slytherin. And then I think it was Slytherin, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff, I think. But yeah, so Slytherin, I think Slytherin's always been the most popular, I think. Yeah. Oh, and Sebo, what up? Hello. How are you? I'd be doing good. I'd be doing great. It is this lovely sunny Sunday morning, which means it's going to be hot today, which I'm not particularly prepared for. But otherwise life is good. Otherwise life is good. We're almost there in Sava. We are almost there. So next Thursday will be the lucky day. Fabulous. Right, we've got Jiraiya and third Raikage. Oh, one more question. Can have any 3 abilities in Jutsu? Right, Sharingan. Specifically the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, number 1. Just straight off the bat. If that counts. If that counts. The second would be probably I might have to think about the other ones. But definitely if the Sharingan's allowed, that's number 1. Oh, Z-Banger, what up? We might possibly be hitting 6,000 today, maybe. My goal is 6,020 something. So, I mean, it depends how long I'm willing to go for. And Bull, what up? Welcome. Oh my god, everyone's popping in. How is everyone? Who did I just play as? Jiraiya. There. Bench is simple. Exactly. jumbly. But no, how is everyone? I hope you are all doing fabulously. I was just saying to the others, if you haven't played Hogwarts Legacy and you've been on the fence, by God, just play it. Just play it. You will not be disappointed. It is godly. Oh, and Michael Rich. Okay, I've got my answers. I think. So the Sharingan is number 1. Number 2 is it's from, I believe it. I don't even know if it's fillers or not. It's kind of fillers from Shippuden. There was the whole arc where they were capturing the Three Tails, and there was this chick who was part of it, called Guren someone, and she had like cool crystal looking powers. It was kind of like ice style but crystal. It was cool. I just want that because it looked super cool and she could do cool stuff with it. So that would be number 2. And then number 3 would probably be, because I was thinking, okay, do I do the Byakugan? And I'm just like, maybe. But then I was thinking, no, the shadow position jutsu would be sick. Absolutely sick. Yeah, I'd want shadow possession. So those 3 would be my picks. Who was I just playing as? Obito Zetsu. Oh no, you have to wait till April. Oh no. Well, don't worry. We're already practically halfway through February as it is. So April will be here in like the blink of an eye. I mean, it's actually crazy that we're already a month and a half through 2023. It's scary. It's gone so fast. Right, Naruto Toad again. And Toby. Yes. Oh, of course. Yes, that's right, because I say old gen, last gen versions don't come out to, oh my goodness, that's right, they don't come out to April. Of course. But no, as I said, it will come out, or April will be here with a quickness. Yes, you go Shadow Clone, Transformation. I don't think there's cheating. If you want to take the Tsukuyomi just fully out of it, I feel like that became what's the word? Like they realized, oh dang, that's just like using the Tsukuyomi in fights almost like cheating. So that that's why they like stopped making it a thing, other than obviously the infinite Tsukuyomi, but like that's, yeah, because like when Itachi does it on Kakashi, they were like, oh dang, this is maybe just this is like a fight winner. Oh, I didn't even think about Shadow Clones. can't even think about shadow clones because what I say is my third one, shadow possession. Can I swap that one for shadow clones? Am I allowed to swap after? Young Obito and young Sakura. Yeah, which is why I haven't picked any like. Which is why I don't want to pick any, like just normal ninjutsu that anyone can learn, because then I can just learn that anyway. Ish. That's why I want to pick like Keki Genkai or just fully unique abilities that only like one person is able to have. Which is an odd when I think about it, because to learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu, surely Sasuke would have been able to learn it. It's literally just, it's the one hand sign, isn't it? Unless there was something else in the scroll that Naruto read that gave you some other magical insight. I don't know, I feel like that should be one that Sasuke was able to learn just by copying it. True. And then, yeah, exactly. If someone else has got it, then it makes Naruto's use of it not as special. Yeah, true. It's probably one of those things like don't think too deeply into the world building. Just roll with it. Okay. Sasuke, Tuna Mangekyo, and Tachi Katsuki. Lovely. Oh my goodness. Oh, also, pro tip, and the boy will probably be chuckling behind me. Pro tip: when you book a restaurant, make sure that before you leave the house, you just double check your reservation that it's the right day. Just you know, if you feel in your bones that you've booked it for a Saturday, just doesn't hurt just to take 5 seconds to look at the reservation and see that your bones were incorrect and you've actually booked it on a Sunday. Just a pro life tip, pro gamer tip. That's let's just say we did actually have a very delightful dinner last night. It just wasn't at a restaurant like we had anticipated. We made lemonade with lemons, so yeah, but just a pro tip. Anyway, so yesterday when I was saying, I've got to stream early because I'm going for dinner tonight. Yeah, I could have streamed normal time. I could have. Tonight, though, we'll be going to a restaurant. Wait, what? Oh my god. No, I don't want a team match. I don't want a team match and I don't want it 3 rounds. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, anyway, carrying on. Neji. And Hanabi. I still think that Neji, like, why did Kishimoto decide that Neji had to be the one to die at the end? Like, that just, it's just, oh gracious. Why could it have been Sakura? Like if you need something to dramatically happen to Neji, can you just at least, I don't know, get his arms cut off or something? But just you don't have to go the full. I will agree with you on that he kind of, I think they didn't know what to do with his character once the whole his whole point of his character was discussed. I think they're kind of like, what else do you do with him after that? So I can see from that sense, I guess, but there's lots you could have done. Like maybe he could have unlocked the secrets of the Byakugan that the rest of the clan hasn't been able to do. What's that? Oh yeah. Actually, because she... That's actually a good point. That's actually a really good point. If she... no, because I was about to say they could have killed her off in the pain arc, but no, they'd already done that with Jiraiya, so they couldn't have both of them. Yeah, so if she had died, like maybe with the fight with Madara and Obito, and then Sakura then comes in and just goes full, full beast mode. Actually, yeah, that would have been a bit more impactful. You are honestly not wrong. You can literally apply that to any single fight. And like every single one of those plot beats happens in that order perfectly. Oh my god, you're so right. That's right, yeah, because of the pain thing. He meets Pain slash Nagato, I guess you could say. Fights, he's losing, he gets his hand stabbed through. Not necessarily friendship, but you know, Hinata comes in, Hinata gets bitch slapped. Then Naruto goes full like crazy, what does he do? He does the like Sage Rasengan thing. Yeah, and then Nagato's like, oh, that's okay, I'll just resurrect everyone that I've killed. It's all goods. Thank you, Naruto, for showing me the way. And I think the only one that it doesn't is the Hidan and Kakuzu stuff. That's like the only one where it's not a 180. It is PC. It's PC, my friend. Took Talk no jutsu, I love it. Exactly. You can win wars single-handedly, just from heaven. You just gotta brew a little cup of tea, get a little table set up. So come over, friend. Let me have a chat. Spill your life story. Tell me about all your traumas and your past, and then we're gonna talk it out. And then you're gonna walk away, and you're no longer gonna want to kill everyone. It's gonna be great. Done. Sorted. You got legendary gear. Oh, nice. Oh, Killer Woods, you'll actually be surprised that I've found a hell of a lot of PC Stormfall players. I've actually found quite a few that have it on every possible thing. They've got it on Switch and Xbox, a PlayStation and PC. It's crazy. Exactly. Yeah. Naruto's like, yeah, I've got no idea. Can we just friendship, woo, and then that's it. And then just some deep, meaningful thing about something. Yeah, because what other one does he do it in? Does it in... Does he do it in the Gaara one? Because Gaara's the same thing. Gaara's just like a murder machine, and then you know, Gaara's like, yeah, no one loves me, and then Naruto's like, oh, and then just tries to push the thousands of people that love and adore him beside. He's like, oh, yeah, I used to be alone like you too. It's like, go away, everyone, go away. You're spoiling the moment. Go away. I don't want him to see how many friends I've got. But you know, and then he's like, oh, it's okay, I was alone too, but then I was nice and didn't murder people, Gaara, and that's why I've got so many friends. And then Gaara's like, okay, maybe I should stop murdering people. And then Naruto's like, yep, you should stop murdering people and then you'll get friends. And Gaara's like, okay, I'll do that then. Done. Just done. A whole childhood and adolescence of trauma just disintegrated in an instant. In an instant. I think Gaara's whole... I don't know, I feel like he should have been set up as... I kind of got a sort of swing both ways with Gaara. It's okay, I can appreciate he becomes an invaluable ally. He's the Sans counterpart to Naruto, I guess. But on the same hand, I feel like he would have been better set up as a rival character. Not necessarily just straight up wanting to murder everyone, but there's just some, I don't know, just some bitter rivalry between them maybe, I don't know. Felt like he was far more interesting when he just straight up wanted to kill everyone. or maybe have two sides to him. Maybe, like, have him, you know, on one hand he's like super innocent and just super friendly, and then he can go like just suddenly crazy and start murdering everyone. Maybe, I don't know. And then the tension about, ooh, we've got to stop him from going crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I felt like there's no one who, there's no one, like, has there been anyone when Naruto's done his whole, you know, friendship, let's be friends, you know, the power of love can save the day. Is there anyone who's like listened to that and been like, yeah, nah, I'm good, thanks, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, nice talk, kid, anyway. Yeah, Makuruji literally are. You'll be able to talk the world leaders into everlasting, into, well, you'd be able to talk the world leaders into anything. You could become a dictator of the entire planet. You could talk everyone into world peace. Like, literally, you can shape the world to however you want. Just from talking. The only equipment you need is a nice little trestle table you can just set up at any point and be like, come on down, friends. Let me chat to you. Yeah, true. Yeah, exactly. At least. Oh, that's right. Yeah. No, Sasuke was the one who was like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, Naruto, but tough beans. Leaders. When you say, like, do you mean the character or just the whole shebang? Kiba and Toby White. And I might actually, I'll update the list actually at this point, because where are we at? We're at 52. 6052. Fabulous. Lovely jubbly. Because as much as so Naruto the character, I have always despised. I've always despised him. I don't think. I just feel like he's. I don't know. I just feel like he gets things. Things are too easy for him. I think. Anyway, so I've never liked him as a character. The whole show. I know that me and Michael Rich and I think Scythius was saying, I think a couple of weeks back, like, we far prefer the OG Naruto series to the Shippuden. I think that it's just the quality of it has just starts absolutely fantastic at the start, and it just slowly it's on a downward trajectory the whole time. I feel by the end of it, I'm like, great, you could have probably finished this about like 300 episodes ago, but it just, I don't know, I felt like it, and I believe that it's not so much Kishimoto's fault, but more, I suppose, the nature of the manga and anime industry. You're just having to keep, you know, what's the beating the dead horse, that sort of thing. I don't know. I felt like just by the end of it, I'm like, the quality of this is nowhere near how it started. I don't know. That's my general feeling. Yeah, I think I stopped. I don't even remember half of Shippuden. Well, no, I do remember most of Shippuden, but I just remember I was like just going through the motions. Yeah, because there are. It is not a perfect anime by any stretch of the imagination. I feel like it suffers from needing to keep going. Like it just has needed to keep going, and there's only so much. I mean, it's a world that's absolutely ripe for creativity, but I feel like it's got like a Star Wars syndrome, where Star Wars exhausted what it should have done for the main story long before they needed to keep going. So they should have just stopped while they were ahead. But they just kept going with the main story, and it just fell flat on its face. But the Star Wars universe is ripe for creativity of all these different little stories here and there, like what they've done with the Mandalorian, with the Andor series, even like the Star Wars Visions thing. Fantastic, like absolutely great, because they're little contained little stories that fit into the larger thing, and you can have references and whatever, but they're not reliant on the main story to push its narrative forward. And I think that Naruto became that, where okay, you've done all you can really try and do with the main story, just stop that, just don't even bring Kaguya into it, just stop it there, and then just have a little village off in the middle of nowhere that has a little contained story to do with that. Yeah. Yeah, and like Doctor Who as well. That I don't think I stopped that when I was an absolute diehard fan, and when it got revived, and the last series could not care, could not give two S words, could not care at all, which is sad to see, because that was one that went on a decline. Yeah, exactly. I suppose would all be on the same page then with, it's fine to like something and really, really, really like something. Like, I don't just like things, I love them. But when you get it to a point where you're like, oh yeah, no, I don't know. Naruto is flawless and you are stupid if you don't like it. Then it's like, okay, just rein it in. Just rein it in just a little bit. Just a tad. I feel like her wind stuff should be blowing the bugs away. Oh no, it does. Okay. Lovely jubbly. Okay, Shikamaru and fourth Kaze. Yes, no, Clara. I'm so glad she died the way that she did. And she just absolutely got on my nerves. It became not Doctor Who, it became the Clara show featuring the Doctor, and I was not having that. I was like, can this girl just leave, please? Just go, be gone. Oh, Westland, what up again? You back? How are you? We're having deep and meaningful debates, or not really debates, discussions about, I suppose you could say fandoms, but more like in just fans who just go a little bit too hard with their stuff. It won't. Fans who are so fans that they blind themselves or put themselves in denial that of the flaws of something. Who's it just playing Shikamaru? And also just when things stick around for too long and they're just quality just declines by the end. Now how did Ocarina fans? I guess you mean Ocarina of Time fans. So did I used to be one of those people? No. So Ocarina of Time, I'm guessing you're meaning that, yeah. It is the game that got me into games. It is my first game. Did I finish it? I believe it might have been the first game I ever finished. Because I just remember playing that game when I was 3 years old. It was just an absolute dream. And yeah, but it has flaws in it. It does have problems. But it is still a joy of a game. Absolute joy of a game. Yeah, I've met people who are just like, it is flawless. How dare you even think it has a flaw? Because you are wrong. And it's just like, whoa. Like, you play that game, like, just make sure you're not being masked by nostalgia. Because it's very easy to get masked with nostalgia in that game. Because I remember playing it when the 3DS remake came out, the remaster. I remember playing it, I'm like, whoa. Not like, it was fantastic. It was absolutely like, oh my goodness, I'm feeling the nostalgia. This is, I'm reliving it. But I think replaying it when I'm older, I'm like, oh, there's a lot to this game that could be better. Yeah, the boss, was it all the bosses? I say there are some bosses that are just a bit too easy, I want to say. No, actually, no. Well, King Dodongo is laughably easy. Yeah. So just playing as A. If you're lucky, you'd look on. Wait, they take you Yeah, but I think the thing with that game, I mean, the water temple, it does keep with its reputation of being the most like confusing. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I remember playing that. I'm like, right, I'm not gonna use a guide for this one, and it is so easy to get lost there. It's unbelievable. Fire temple as well. Fire temple, I probably even had a worse time trying to figure my way around there. Forest temple scares me. Just everything about that temple scares me to absolutely no end. More than the shadow temple. I get scared less in the shadow temple than I do in the forest temple. Spirit temple is just great. Left, right, center. Twin Rover is like a fantastic fight. Yeah, there's that game is the highest highs, and then not, I wouldn't say the lowest lows, but yeah, it has flaws there. Oh, so we were mostly chatting about Naruto, just more so on the, I suppose, the quality of it and how it's fluctuated wildly over the years, and probably should have stopped a long time before we got here. Oh, before it did, yeah. That was mainly it. Oh, and then how One Piece fans, for Michael Rich, like the One Piece fans were just rabid. Just the hype was like way too much. I think, if that was if I got your point correct. You enjoying it? You what? You're stretching. So whereabouts are you up to? What's that, Hogsmeade?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, have you got your wand yet? Oh yeah. Can I have a look at it? I think it's in your gear. It's in your gear. Maybe. Ooh, oh, you got the ringed one. Oh, redwood, nice. I did 12 and a quarter inches too.
Well, default. That's extra lasers.
Oh, right. I can't remember what flexibility I had. I think I had unyielding.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I had a phoenix feather one as well. Oh yes, you get wand handles, so they appear like they're kind of little like hilts at the bottom of the wand.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. That guy. No, not Hirudora. And Sabuza. We got a little flat cap. Oh yes, and yeah, no, he Wasteland he's we bought the new Harry Potter game yesterday. So he's playing it at Lamo. And in Civ, I know exactly what you mean. It's like with a And I've noticed, and I can't, just trying to think, there was an example that I would keep thinking of. But yeah, when something starts off, you know, as a subculture, I guess you could call it that, and then when it becomes mainstream, and then it just it just becomes so oversaturated. Like, oh, everyone loves this. Everyone loves this game or this thing. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it just loses, not loses its charm, I guess, but yeah. My first anime was, I think Shaman King was my first anime. That was watching it after school on TV. And then followed not too far behind by Naruto. Oh yeah, so Michael Rich, what was your first anime? No, I don't want that one. That one. And Kaguya. Oh no, that is alright, Bull. That is fine. What food are you grabbing? Pizza. Oh, lovely. Lovely. If it's pizza, then you are excused. Yeah. But it's Sevo, you do need pineapple on your pizza. I mean, you don't need it all the time, but you know, at some point in your life, you need pineapple. Oh, Paul, it's gonna be a bloodbath when you return. Everything's gonna be in flames because it got too heated. I do, in Sevo, I do very much so. Hawaiian pizza is amazing, and the beauty of not many people liking it as well is, you know, when we're in a group and everyone buys pizza, I'm like, oh, I'll just take a Hawaiian thanks, and everyone's like, oh, okay, and then because no one eats it, I've got the whole pizza to myself. It's fabulous. It's just fabulous. But proof nobody's perfect. I would say y'all have something missing if you're not having pineapple. There's something missing in your soul if you don't like pineapple. Oh, Dragon Ball Z. Oh my goodness. Okay, technically, actually, Dragon Ball Z will be my first, actually. And yeah, no, and I think I've actually probably followed a very similar path to you, Michael Rich, as well. Because I never watched Death Note or whatever, but yeah, Dragon Ball Z was technically my first, and then I got into Naruto. Yeah, would have been in the Land of Waves arc, or no, the start of the tune. No, the preliminary finals of the Chunin exam. Would be when I started Naruto, and then I went back. Yeah. Yeah, no. I think what I might do is I think what I need to do is separate the winners from the losers, and I'm gonna have all these people on this side who like their pineapple on pizza. You're winners. You're great. You know, you go in the special winners corner, and then all the rest that don't like pineapple, you can go in the losers corner over there. Or maybe not winners and losers actually. That's a bit harsh. What should I call them? People who go to the salty spittoon in SpongeBob, like people who are allowed entry to the salty spittoon in SpongeBob, they're the ones on the we like pineapple on pizza, and all the people who don't like pineapple on pizza go to the Weenie Hut Juniors, and they go to Weenie Hut Juniors, and the rest of us go to salty spittoon. That's a better one, and more on brand because I like SpongeBob. In fact, that's another segregation on a segue. People who thinks I'll put a boundary around to say the golden age of SpongeBob, like the episodes that everyone remembers of SpongeBob, like the Fry Cook games, the Salty Spittoon one, like the Weenie Hut Juniors one, all of those people who think that those episodes of SpongeBob, or just think that SpongeBob is funny, can go on the good corner, and then segregated by with the people who think that SpongeBob is lame and has always been lame and has never been and is the most unfunniest thing to have ever surfaced and graced our TV screens. They need to go in separate corners, because that will be a bloodbath as well. Oh my goodness, my most favorite character to least. It did escalate quickly. It did. I apologize. It escalated too quickly. We'll blame Bull. He just had to throw the spanner of the works in there. It's just like the end of Trouser Cold Steel. One second it's all peace and love, and then the world's falling apart. Everything's in flames. You liked Ren? Oh, okay. I will give you a pass because Ren and Stimpy is good. I will give you a pass on that one. If you said something like, I'm just trying to think. If you had said something like, can't think of a bad TV show from that era. They're all bangers. If you said Coco Melon is better than SpongeBob, then you were ousted. Permaban. Oh, Danny Phantom. That was another good one. That was another. Now I'm thinking about it, all of those, like Fairly Odd Parents, all those Nickelodeon shows, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, Danny Phantom, Tech, and the power of Juju that got lost to the recesses of time. That was even El Tigre. My Life as a Teenage Robot. They were just. It was Code Lyoko. Yes. Oh my goodness. All of this stuff. They've just been lost to the winds of time. To the duster. Open stuff. I have not seen that name. That is like a memory unlocked. Oh my god. I have not seen that name for so long, but yet I remember it so clearly. Oh my goodness. That, holy, whoa. That is, oh my god. It's like one of those things that like people would never remember that they've seen, but then when you like say, oh that's right, that thing, you're just like, it's like someone said like the activation word for like a sleeper agent. It's like one of those. God damn. I can't off the top of my head, but I know if I heard it, I would remember every, like, the entire beat. I would, suddenly my muscle memory would kick in. Now, oh my god, now I need to go back and watch that. Oh my lordy. Hold up. Maybe if I look at pictures again, I'm gonna. Oh my god. Okay. Oh no. Okay, I've literally just got a text from my dad. Yeah, text from my dad about 12 minutes ago. What do you call an IT teacher who inappropriately touches his students? A PDF file. Oh, Dad. Oh, Dad. My dad just texted me. What do you call an IT teacher who inappropriately touches his students? A PDF file.
Okay. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, just out of nowhere. Not prompted by anything, but... Oh, my dad. I love it. Okay, anyway, what was I doing? I was looking up pictures of Oban Star Racer to just make the memory ever clearer in my mind. Now I need to think of like a dad joke to say back to him. Does anyone have any banger dad jokes that they pull out every now and then? Right, what are we? Oh my god. Oh my lordy. I'm looking at the pictures of the Oban Star Races and it's... Yes. It's bringing so many memories back. Oh my lordy. God damn. Dark humor's fine. I think my dad's not too PC. In fact, he loves stirring the pot with divisive topics when he can. Absolutely loves it. To various effect. Sage. What music genre are national anthems? Oh. What music genre are national anthems? Would an anthem be a genre? A power ballad? Maybe? Power ballad? Country. Zing, bazinga. Okay, I'm gonna say that one to my dad actually. I'm gonna text that back to my dad. I'm actually gonna text that back right now. Okay. What are we? Messages. What genre? What? I know what music genre. National anthems. And I'll give it like a couple of minutes. He'll probably get it, to be honest. He'll probably Google it. Be like, oh, country. And I'll be like, Dad, you ruined it. Ruined? Oh no, wrong one. Wrong character. I'll wait till the end of this fight and then I'll text the reply. Now, do you have that one person in your life that when you message them, every single response that they ever have is okay? Like not even okay dot, just okay. Because I want to know if it's like, does everyone else have that one person in their life that you say, oh okay, I'll see you later at the dinner, and they're like, okay. It's like, I'll be there in 5 minutes, okay. I'm gonna go to the shops and buy some milk, okay. Oh, hang on, he's replying. Dunno. Okay, Dad says he dunno. Oh, there's... It might be a guy thing there. Yeah, because my dad is one of those people. Every single thing we're like, right, betting money that he's going to say okay. Country. Right, he said he didn't know, so we're sending him the country music. Mifune and Tintin. Is it young? No, young Tintin. Right, Dad. Now I need to think of another one, just in case he comes back with another one. Oh my goodness. Lady, can you stop bouncing around? Oh no, she's not gonna bounce away. Bang. Lovely. Okay. Right, and what number 5 we're going to be at the end of this one? 30. Okay, that might actually be a nice clean number. Oh no, because I said I was going to get to... No, we've got 8 more fights to do. Definitely. Oh yeah, got him. Sweet. Oh, the other thing too. It's so funny. My so my dad is I found he's the biggest no, sorry. It's the biggest irony that my dad has when it comes to games. So he plays he's one of those people that is very influenced by game reviews. So his opinion matches the opinion of the game reviewer. But anyway, he also, when it comes to like open world games, so like Horizon Forbidden West, or any like open world games that have sort of come out, he kind of plays for a little bit, and then he sort of just, when you get into that, you kind of get into that gameplay loop rhythm, and you're like, okay, so I just go here, do this, then go here, like you're just repeating the same kind of things. Go to a new location, do a main quest, done. Go to a new location, do a main quest, done. So he sort of gets tired of it after a while. He's less of a fan of giant open world games than he has been in the past. And so he prefers more like on rails stuff, like Uncharted, those sorts of kinds of games he now prefers. But then I find that the biggest irony of that is that one of his favourite games that he's playing at the moment is Elite Dangerous, which is one of by far the biggest games I've ever seen in my life. And like, I mean, I suppose as far as I'm aware, there's no campaign as such. It's just completely open-ended, do whatever the hell you want to do. So I suppose maybe it's the sense of that he doesn't feel like there's a main quest to get through. But yeah, but he's just like, oh, you know, can't finish Horizon Forbidden West, it's too big. Can't finish this because it's just too big. Can't do this. Oh, by the way, I've been playing Elite Dangerous for like forever. And I'm like, bruh. Yeah. Yeah, oh yes, no, and he has played The Last of Us. I think he played... I can't remember if he finished... I think he finished the first game. You know, I don't think he didn't enjoy the second one as much. But yeah, I'll agree that like if you're just going from open world to open world to open world to open world, it will get very old very quickly, and you'll just feel burnt out very easily. So I can appreciate a nice corridor game every once in a while just to break it up a little bit. Yeah. Ubisoft, I wonder, part of me wonders whether, like, you know, the Ubisoft formula was like a sneaky way for them to, suddenly that's now one or two gameplay mechanics that they don't actually need to think, they don't need to re-engineer. They're like, oh, well, we, you know, everyone loved the synchronization towers in Assassin's Creed, let's just do that for every game. And that's one thing now we don't have to think about doing, you know, oh, what's another way that people can reveal the map? Oh no, just chuck the towers there, and then we can work, like, figure out the other stuff with the game. I don't know, I feel like it was kind of a they realized it's one of those things where, okay, we're getting positive feedback on one aspect of a game, so now we're just going to take and run with it. Oh, if they liked it that one time, they must like it every time. And it's just like, no, 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 no. Yeah. Zero risk. That's actually a really good way of putting it. No risk. But surely, I mean, as creatives, surely they must want to do something different. You know, they must have this yearning to at least do some new thing, some innovation. Like, don't get me wrong, Assassin's, like, Valhalla is probably my favourite Assassin's Creed so far. And I think that's probably because they reigned, actually, compared to Odyssey and Origins, the map was nowhere near as big. At least as far as my perception went. Yeah. But yeah, no, I definitely see what you mean. Like, it does feel like you're just going through the motions, and you should never be going through the motions in a game. Like, and there's ways to do open worlds that are fun and just fun to explore, and Ubisoft just can't get it. Well, they just desperately need to do something different, and I think that's probably for the next Assassin's Creed. How they're going back to a big walled city, I think that's probably them realizing, okay, maybe we should probably be doing a little bit more with these Assassin's Creeds than we have been. Yeah, because I mean, you look at Zelda's. That has, up until Skyward Sword, they had a formula. There was aspects of those games that you would find in all of them: dungeons, gathering items, you know, collectibles, trading quests. But they all, like, yes, there was a lot of gameplay elements, and the combat was extremely similar between all of them. But they just did something more. They were always willing to just do something different. They never felt like the same thing every single time. Oh, it's another Zelda game, so I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, and I gotta do this. It's like, yeah, there was a lot of similarities between them all. But at least for me, personally anyway, I never felt that I was playing the same game over and over again. And then Breath of the Wild, biggest bloody risk, fully open world, can do literally anything, doing away with dungeons, doing away with music as a focus, or like as a gameplay mechanic, practically. Well, at least how in the 3D Zelda games anyway, music was a huge part of it. Doing away with all of that, biggest bloody gamble, and it paid off for them. And Ubisoft just needs to do something like that. They need their Breath of the Wild moment. And Naruto last. Yeah, it should have, but no, they had found a money cow, so they were just like, right, we're just gonna milk this till it runs dry. And then even when it did, they convinced themselves it still had fuel in the tank. I think Assassin's Creed lost their way a little bit when you stopped being an assassin. Like in the last 2 games, you're a Magi, which I suppose you can excuse a little bit just because you're the founder of the what ends up being the assassin's brother. I can understand that. But then in the last games, you're a Viking leader and a mercenary. Where's the assassinations in this? Where's the... Like, Valhalla sort of went back a little bit to doing, you know, the assassinations. You actually had to plan this out. Like, you were in an enclosed space and there was like 20 different things you could do to assassinate this person. Like, plan it out, plan your strategy. You know, all that sort of thing. They kind of lost that a bit. It's very easy to just fight your way through. You don't even have to try and be stealthy. Yeah, the inside of the company is reported to be a mess. I think, when did Rayman Legends come out? When did that come out? I would say that's probably one of the last true games that I think is fantastic. Rayman Legends. Was it 2013? 2011? No, yeah, 2013. Rayman Legends was... I mean, the Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends, but specifically Legends, were so good. They were so fantastic. Yeah, a decade. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sometimes you just think those poor game devs who, I just want to make a good game and I don't want all of this politics and all this mismanagement and horrible people I have to work for. I don't want them getting in the way of me just wanting to make a good game. Like, I feel like in all game companies, it's just the raw devs. They're the ones that get the short end of the stick in every situation. Yeah. True. Yeah, and EA has had, you know, they've, despite their, what do they call it, surprise mechanics scandal, you know, at least, because wasn't BioWare was a subsidiary? I don't actually know, can't quite remember the full relationship between them. A studio owned by EA anyway. they did Mass Effects and Dragon Ages, which, say what you will about either of those series, don't care. Two of my most beloved. All games in those series. Yeah, and at least, yeah, exactly. Say what you will about EA, but they put out some absolute bangers. And Ubisoft's just kind of, it's like one of those things where it's not amazing at anything. It's not absolutely horrendously horrible, like what the hell, get this away from my eyes. But it's just meh the whole way through. Which they used to be a powerhouse, which is, so it's a shame. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember watching I watched a video of a guy talking about Halo Infinite and just the abomination, to put it lightly, to put it bluntly, that had happened. Like he said, there was a multiplayer mode which was like something basically giving the implication that, you know, all snipers. And he said playing, and you'd think that on the all snipers mode, like the only weapon that you have is a sniper rifle, and everyone on both teams just has sniper rifles. The best thing is about that gameplay mode, not a single sniper rifle was to be found. So what? How did that happen? Yeah, I think in the pursuit of money, and ever increasing profits, I think game companies have lost what has made the game industry special. And so if they just worry about being creative and making just good games first and the money second, they'll be winning. But no. We need microtransactions, we need maximal content for the least amount of effort, all that sort of stuff. And it's just biting everyone in the ass at the moment. Okay, right, this fight coming up with Neji will be my last one for today. Right, where are we? There and there. Because we haven't quite made it to 6,000. But we've made it to 6,018. Which is about 94 fights done to, no, 96 fights done today. Lovely. Fair. Yeah, games that come with the season pass as part of its pre-order bundle or whatever. Yeah. That's right. That's just, oh, I remember when DLCs were like just games that do a DLC. It's got nothing to do with the main story. It's like you're not losing anything by not getting the DLC. That should be how it is, and it should never be. I've got like, I don't mind like kind of like if I think about like Oblivion's DLC plans, you know, horse armor, great. You're not losing anything if you get it. I don't believe there was no like, oh my god, you get a super-de-duper flame shadow sword as part of a DLC, other than like, and that's just that you pay $5 just to get the super de duper shadow sword. It's just like, no, we'll give you the Shivering Isles, we'll give you the Knights of the Nine. You are not losing anything if you don't get them. I mean, you're losing a great story, but nothing else. And it's just I just think money making tactics in games, they're just scummy. You could just see right through them straight away. But no, they feel scummy. Where are we at? Oh, what's that? Not just a notification. Okay. 6018. Alright. So that will be me for today. Thursday will be day 69 of the fight series, which we will be getting below 6,000. And yeah, and then I think a normal week next week. East 1 will be on Friday. Let's see if I can even get past the first boss fight. It'll be a miracle if I can. And Trials of Cold Steel 2, more Naruto goodness. Let's just go forth and do it. And no, thank you. Oh, that's right. It is OP. But the talk no jutsu can work on anyone. At least the sexy jutsu, I'm sure, would have its limitations. There'll be certain people that it won't work on. But it is OP. It is OP, of course, and creepy when like 13-year-old kids do it. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah. So, but anyway. Oh, and I am not even halfway there yet. I am, after today, will probably be 46% of the way done. So still not even halfway. It'll probably be like day maybe 73 or 74 that I'll get halfway. Which is, so long to go. But anyway, we'll get there when we get there. But no, thank you all so much for joining. It has been fabulous having so many people here. It's been lovely. I've loved the discussions, loved the questions. Let's keep this going. And no, catch you all next time. Have a lovely one. Stay rested, stay well, stay hydrated, stay fruity fresh, stay amazing. Love you all. Bye. Oh, are we raiding? Yes, we can raid. Does anyone have anyone in mind? Who have I got on the moment? We've got a GDQ. They're doing TMNT. We've got Ethan RPGs doing Mega Man Drive. Does anyone have anyone we raid? Otherwise, I don't mind if we don't raid. Oh, hang on. Ooh. Why can I can hear music? Oh no, it's coming from the TV. Never mind. I can't think of anyone to raid. It's alright. We'll leave it for today. But no. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Catch you all next time. Have a great one. Bye.